I was at my house with three of my friends, Josh, Rick, and Sam. We were planning on staying up all night, so when Rick yawned and began to lie down on the sofa, I decided it was time to play our favorite game, hide and go seek in the dark. We would head down onto the first floor of my house, which was underground. It was freezing cold, wide open, and if you turned off all the lights, you couldn't see a thing. The best part of this game that we played was the fact we could try and scare each other. We would make as many creepy noises as we could. We tried to scare each other. How stupid we used to be. It was my turn to find them. I went upstairs to count to 60 when I noticed that there was a silhouette in the window behind me. Silhouettes always creeped the hell out of me, so after I calmed down enough to think logically, I took a closer look at what it was. It was a human-looking shape, except it was skinnier than any grown man should be. It was bald and tall. When I looked close enough, I could have sworn it had tentacle-like moving arms. I had many trees in my front yard, and a very paranoid and overactive imagination as a child, so I thought nothing of the strange figure. I turned around and went downstairs. I turned out the lights and began searching. There was the standard roaring noise that they did, not scary in the slightest, and there was a deep chuckle. It sent shivers down my spine. I instantly felt like giving up. I didn't want to seem like a coward though, plus they would just make that same scary noise every single time, and I would lose right away. I didn't want that. I just continued searching in hope that they wouldn't make the chuckle again. They made a low growl, which didn't scare me much. It was obviously Sam. Then Josh did his idiotic high-pitched giggle that didn't scare me as much as it did give me other feelings. Sam and Josh both yelled like insane people, which was a bit shocking at first, but I got used to it after the first 3 seconds. Then there was the chuckle. I felt like pulling out my own hair. I felt like I was being watched. I felt like I was blind, deep in the horrifying unknown. Then I realized I was blind in the horrifying unknown. I began walking towards the light switch, finally ready to give up, when I heard movement from the corner of the room that I just walked by. I ran towards them. You had to tag them before you could say you found them. I moved around for a bit, arms outstretched, when from the very opposite side of the room Josh began talking. "Alan?" he said, which means that Rick was here. Rick was usually the easier one to find, I thought smugly as I continued looking around. "Are you okay?" said Rick from the same direction Josh was in. From directly in front of me, there were footsteps growing closer. There was a deep chuckle.